Welcome back, my loyal subjects, to more of The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 3, Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, we got done with Chapter 2, and basically, we're just running around the school, checking on the branch campus, making sure the students aren't too shaken up by everything that's happened. And most importantly, what does Principal Aurelia want with us? This rain is nice. It is raining, and that effect looks really pretty. I know you're familiar with Eastern culture. Do you write haiku? My master did, but I'm completely clueless when it comes to those, as am I. When I was in elementary school, I wrote a really bad haiku about a tree that got the front page of a poetry book that my school put in to make. It was something. It was something. On top of all your other artistic pursuits, do you write poetry too? What can I say? Perhaps I take after my predecessor. Did what's-his-face write poetry too? In any event, I saw the images. He is indeed very similar. The images of who? Not only that machine of his, but his voice and even the way he carries himself. Oh, she's talking about Siegfried, or the new Sig. Did you know him too? The Azure Chevalier was the young hero of the Noble Alliance. I only spoke with him a handful of times, but I remember thinking how young he looked, especially standing next to Cayenne. After the war, when I heard of his death, I remember thinking what a waste it was losing such a young man with a bright future. Imagine thinking that about the person who killed your country's leader. Well, you know what? Never mind. I retract that statement. But that's the extent of my relationship with him, so let's leave it at that. I'll leave it to you and Herschel how we interpret this masked man, including determining whether he is a friend or foe to us here at the branch campus. Understood. I'll see to it. Alongside Instructor Herschel and all my other friends. I shall look forward to it. Okay, so they were acquainted. Interesting. Well, only barely, the way she made it sound. And what's up, Randy? Oh, Randy, you're still here. Yeah, I thought I'd finished prepping some things for military science. Oh yeah, didn't you want to ask me something, Rean? About the direction Crossbell's heading in? Especially after those field exercises. Yes, I did, but... Okay, just had to make sure. I don't want you to get into any trouble or anything. Yeah, don't want you to do anything or say anything that could be construed as subversive. You support imperialism, don't you, Randy? So considerate. But don't worry, I don't have that much info. I hear the SSS has started operations again, at least. Oh, nice! Right back at it! They are incorrigible. Not that it super matters, since they're still under the Governor General's thumb. That much should be more than clear enough, considering what happened the other day. Sorry, I don't know what to say. It's not something you need to feel sorry about. Those guys are ready for the long haul from the start. They're going to persevere and push on, like they always have. Say it. Randy, say the line! They're gonna get over the what? If anything, I think Calvert's the bigger issue here. No! I want to hear somebody say it! I heard they've officially equipped Tangram Gate with railway cannons right by the border with Calvert. Yeah, seems like they've got some large-scale construction underway for that. But yeah, with all that in mind, we gotta brace ourselves for when they finally release the Crossbow or the Calvert games. Nah, jeez. What am I saying? It's just the two of us here. Take it easy. Let your guard down, Randy. Speak your mind. Don't be afraid. You can tell me what's on your mind, Randy. Thanks. Yeah, Randy. You don't have to worry about your old comrade, Rean. You can say anything you need to us. We're right down there with you. Do you have a problem with me, Instructor Schwarzer? As a matter of fact, Major Michael, because you're gonna come out of the gate swinging like that, we do have a problem with you. You suck at Vanguard Masters. And aside from that, you had our people locked up. Not cool. No, that's not it. You don't have to sugarcoat it. If there's something you want to ask me, I'll do my best to answer. Like, I get Major Michael probably has his own directives and stuff he's under, but you can't tell me for a second this man does not believe in the mission. You deserve some answers, I suppose. Well, since you brought it up, after the people in prison and the birdcage were released, what happened to them? Well, it seems they're more mindful of their actions. They've been quiet. Really now? Seems at odds with what Randy just told us, but okay. But with the recent events, the government is looking into their treatment of the former Special Support Section. Depending on their future actions, the government might take a harder stance. Sorry, I've said too much. I understand the situation now. Thank you for sharing this information with me. You don't need to thank me. And let me fix my headgear. And then let's see what... Looks like our new nurse wants something with us. Hi, Lind. How's work going? Oh, hello there, Rean. I just finished up the inventory check. Now, on top of that, I need to make sure we have extra supplies for our field exercises. It really is a relief to have such a professional like you taking care of us. I really can't thank you enough for coming here to help us out. Oh no, that really is too much. I'm still just in training. Not to mention, I decided to come here for my sake too. How do you mean? Well, it's not a big deal or anything. It was the Civil War that made me decide to become a doctor. So many people were hurt or in danger and I felt so powerless. I wanted to be strong enough to save someone, anyone. That's what I started to wish. So that's why you suddenly transferred to a medical college. It was out of the blue. I never got a chance to ask you about it. Sorry to worry you, but I really am just in training at St. Ursula. So I want to get as much experience as I can. I want to be stronger. Alongside everyone else here, if possible. Me too. Please keep on supporting us, Lind. Of course. Thank you. But... Oh, that's on the floor above us. Okay. I was like, hold on. Both of those are on the floor above us, actually. Alright, well. Up we go. Who needs our help in here? And immediately get a scene with Ash, along with Wayne and Sydney. I suppose you'll be moving over to Special Operations soon. Oh! His former classmates are telling him farewell. Do try not to instigate any conflicts while you're there. I don't plan on starting anything. But if anyone wants a piece of me, I'll kick their ass. Didn't that attitude get you in trouble in Heimdall? I mean, I heard you beat those guys up pretty bad, but still, you gotta be careful. I just needed to make sure those assholes learn their lesson. I knew they'd try some lowlife crap to get back at us, like attacking the girls. I suppose that's one way to think of it. You gotta tell us these things, man. Otherwise, people are gonna misunderstand you. Not me. I liked Ash from the get-go. Well, Kurt was the only guy in Special Operations till now, so maybe this is a good thing. Which is different, because it's very rare for me to like a character, like, almost immediately. It took me a while to warm up to basically everybody except Lloyd. And the jury's still out on Ranty. He's still he's still not my favorite SSS character at all. It kind of pisses me off seeing two good-looking guys in the same class, though. On top of that, Instructor Rean is there, so I can understand your frustration. You guys don't look that bad. Aw, Ash, that's so nice of him. It's just your other qualities that are the problem. You... Like a knife to my heart, dude. Instructor Ash, Please teach us how to be popular with the girls! Is that... Wait, where are we? Did we, like, sneak into the room while they were preoccupied? Saying goodbye to your friends from combat tactics? Okay, that's definitely not the door we were standing at, but whatever. Huh. Nah, nothing like that. What, are you patrolling the campus? Must be hard being a teacher. Well, it's just part of the job, and it's pretty enjoyable, actually. Seeing you talk with your friends, I think you'd actually be pretty good at it. So what are you really here for? You came here to bring me something? Oh, I meant to say you come here to bring me something. You're pretty sharp. We're actually going to give them the notebooks this time rather than waiting until we're back at the dorm? Oh, a notebook. Handed Ash his new student handbook. No curriculum pages, different activity guidelines, additions to the emergency manual. Huh. Guess you really put your time into making this. He scanned through that so quickly. Yeah, you can still hang on to your old one if you want. Just remember that everyone in Special Operations uses this emergency manual. Fine, got it. I'm gonna get going now. Is Rean gonna say something or not? Also, I've got my eyes on you. Before long, I'll find out if you're the real deal, or just some phony. I'll keep that in mind. Feeling like Ash is referring to mixed stuff, but we'll see. And then next up should be Altina, but she's probably not hanging out up here. She is definitely... Or Muse. I don't know why I said Altina. That's... I'm going to miss having you in our class. We have so few people as it is. Though I guess Yuna's class is even smaller. Oh, Sandy. I will miss you too, but things won't be so different. We shall still be in the same dorm, and we will still be friends. Be sure to take care of Yuna. I think the two of you will get along very well. After all, you complement each other so nicely. Huh? Oh, I agree. You never make mistakes, Muse, but Yuna can be very careless. But I feel like the two of you working together can overcome any obstacle. I see. Now that you mention it, I can see what you mean. I had already planned to ask Yuna and Altina for help, as I'm not terribly experienced at combat. Though I certainly wouldn't mind some private lessons from Instructor Rean. You really do like Instructor Rean, don't you? Well, I guess he does seem pretty cool. And kind, too. He helped Yuna when she was feeling down. Oh, my club is starting soon. I'll see you later. In that case, I'll head to the kitchen. I've got this new recipe I want to try out. Have a wonderful time, you two. And now it's time for Rean to give her her notebook. I'm eager to get out into this rain. Chatting with some of your friends in military finance? Indeed. It makes me sad to think I'll be saying goodbye to them after only 2 months. There truly are so many kind people here at the branch campus. Yeah, some people just say we're playing second fiddle to the main campus, but when the chips are down, I think we have the potential to be greater than any other military academy out there. Wow. He's basically saying one student here is worth 15 at any other academy. Even Thor's main campus. I agree wholeheartedly. That aside, though, was there something I could help you with? A student and her instructor alone in a quiet classroom. Truly an ideal setting. Huh? Well, there are still some faculty members on the first floor. But anyway, I just came here to give you this. Oh, I see. Rean handed Muse her new student handbook. It makes me a bit sad to think I'll have to change from my military finance handbook. But I suppose there is no other choice given the different curriculums. If you want to, you can swap in the pages from your old notebook. That sounds like a hassle. But then again, me thinking that is probably why I was never admitted to a private military academy. If there's anything from your old notebook you'd like to keep, give it a try. Yeah. Just menial busy work, forget that. Oh, I see. This notebook is rather state-of-the-art, isn't it? Thank you very much, instructor. Well then, I shall be off to see to my club activities now. And I eagerly await being in your class. Yeah, it'll be good to have you. And there she goes. That's 2 of 2. I think from here, probably, well, let's not worry too much about cooking. That was the thing that was coming to mind. But we're all good with that. Honestly, yep, there it is. Luis is already Yuna's friend. I was hoping that Muse would be hanging out with maybe somebody else. Sandy's cool, but, oh, hold on. Who's awaiting us in the clubhouse? Who's over here? Valerie, that's it. I didn't forget her name. It took me a second. Oh, she's singing. What a beautiful voice. What song is this? Instructor Schwarzer, were you eavesdropping on me just now? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to. But, you know, that's a really nice melody you've got going there. Is this the song you're rehearsing for Modern Music Club? Well, yes, it is. I see. I've never heard it before. What's the name of the song? We don't have a name for it yet. Are you telling me we're probably never going to hear this song if it's not something that Rean recognizes? It's our original song, you see. Oh, really now? Well, it's pretty darn catchy, I'll give you that. Who wrote it anyway? Well, I did the outline for the song, but I implemented everyone else's ideas too. Call it a collaboration. As for the lyrics, they're still a work in progress. I see. I'm pretty surprised. You've really got a knack for this. No, this isn't... I'm just... This is so embarrassing. Could you just drop it, please? Oh, sorry about that. Alright, and we got a first note for Valerie. Okay, well, better late than never, I guess. Now, who is in here? Awaiting our assistance. These guys. Daily studies, sword training, chess practice. My schedule is filled to the brim, to be sure, but in a way, it's rather fulfilling. That's a good attitude to have. Have you been able to set up a match with another school yet? Yes, it's a new school, but that's no testament against their strength. We also have another exhibition set up for tomorrow. Oh, really now? I plan to give it my all, for both of them alike. I'll do my best to report back with good news on that front. Yeah, looking forward to it. Oops, seems like I made Kurt wait. Never thought our club would have an exhibition match. I was hoping I meet some new girls. Well, it's nice to know Sydney's got a one-track mind. Now what's going on in here? Dang, they got to their clubs quick. Be hasty yet delicate with the tea whisk. I've really learned a lot, but I don't feel any closer to being a man. Am I going to be okay like this? Kyrie seems to be lost. He also seems to have bad taste. Dude, do you know how quickly I would jump at the chance to learn tea ceremony stuff and get to wear a whatever that was? I can't remember if it's a yukata or a whatever the other thing is. It's probably yukata. But I would jump at the chance for both of those things. Well, I understand why, but hopefully our tea ceremonies will help. He's got to learn that being a man means whatever he wants it to mean, dude. Oh, wow. You changed into your kimono already? I'm actually surprised he commented on this. Yes, we saw her like 2 minutes ago. Yes, I had Maya help me. A kimono, that's it. But since we were in such a hurry, the obi might be a bit too loose. Instructor Rean, can I trouble you to tighten it for me? I'm pretty sure it's tight enough as it is. Well, it's nice to see that they're having fun. Now, who's in... Okay, we can't go in there. We can go in here. With Ash! What? You need something again? No, I'm just here to check up on you. Tatiana isn't with you today? Well, she's supposed to be. Don't know where she went off to, though. You saying I can't use the room if my club's not with me? Of course not. Sorry to bother you. Alright, well. Tatiana must be off doing something interesting. But it does seem like that's going to be just about everybody up here. What about down here? There is no one. And no thing. Something's going on in here. The student store! The brand new establishment! What's up, Becky? Can we buy some good stuff from you? Oh, Rean! You came! The Becky shop is now open at the Branch campus. Not bad, right? Oh, I've never thought you'd take over the student store. Are you sure this is okay? I was certain you would open a shop in a bigger city. Well, I'd be lying if I said I planned this from the start. But in Crossbell, I saw that I cannot compete with those huge merchant conglomerates. Are you talking about Kleist & Co. in the capital? I managed to keep the smaller stores from getting bought up, but Kleist & Co. just keep getting bigger. They're busy competing with their rivals now, but they're gonna target the smaller stores eventually. Independents like me will not be able to compete once that happens. So, I decided to do something. I'm gonna create a network of all the small shops in the Empire. I see. You're gonna team up with other small shops to compete against the big shops. That is totally a plan that you would come up with, Becky. Well, I was inspired by the network Hugo created during the Civil War. But he dissolved it after the war because he said it was not efficient. I helped him make it, so I was raging. Looks like he's gonna be a rival after all. The battle is just kicking off. The shop is the first step towards war. Watch your back, Hugo. Becky and Hugo went at it as students, but I never thought it'd escalate like this. Well, I guess I'll just see what happens. I'm happy for her. At Becky's store, you can buy normal items as well as a limited supply of items from other regions. Buying these limited items will cost a little more than buying them from their respective regions. Alright, well let's
Give us a shout and I'll get you what you need.
None of these are just overall improvements. Except for the mechanic Mishi, but those are not what we're gonna be doing.
Hope to see you again. Give us a shout and I'll get you what you need.
Green Star Pendant can be given to Fee as a gift. Why not? And then we can buy a whole bunch of these. Well, we can't buy a whole bunch. Let's get... because we can combine these into other stuff. Let's get the ones we don't have. We've got one Dark Pendulum equipped. Alright, that's it.
Catch you later.
We'll just buy the one. So that's Becky doing her thing. Who is... Celestin took over for Sandy, so we'll see how Celestin is holding up. There's Tatiana! Is she thinking about switching clubs? These hydrangeas that Sandy planted are just lovely. Standing tall, gallant, and pure, even as the gentle rain drips down upon them. This would make for some good material for literature club. Okay. But other than her, there's nobody. So something's going on in the hangar, but we'll hit up the gym first. See how the 4 people in here are doing? Oh, why is Altina sitting it out? Whew. So, we have 2 new members in Class 7. On one hand, more personnel will make managing the group more difficult, but on the other hand, I'll be glad for the additional manpower. Ash is one thing, but Muse sometimes seems to know more than she lets on. Yeah, Muse can be kind of mysterious at times. Well, anyway, something has been bothering me since our last field exercises. What's that? Do you remember that floating sphere that appeared atop Stargazer's tower? The Chief of the Gnomes? I wonder what exactly it was. Well, that masked man claimed to be part of the Gnomes. They were the group that created the Divine Knights and the Spirit Shrines alongside the Hexen clan. Could it be? That's what I was thinking! Instructor Rean, is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Anyway, we won't get anywhere thinking about it now. You should use this chance to focus on your club activities, Altina. Yes, that's true. Allie seems a little off today. Well, that's the perfect time to move your body. I'll just have to make her do some laps later. Man, I really wish Leonora would join our team. She looks like she'd be exactly as awesome as Laura. That transmission that got sent to the Dareflinger. I knew it. Does he recognize Azure Siegfried? Stark? Oh, Instructor Rean. It's nothing. Don't mind me. Oh, no! He's from TRI too! Huh. Okay. That might be why. Interesting. Anyway, Leonora's as lightning fast as usual. Altina and Wayne are getting better too, slowly but surely. Looks like I've got to keep up the pace. Can't go falling behind. I see. That transmission. He must be talking about that masked man we saw. Stark is from TRI, so he might know something. Nah, I shouldn't push my luck. Dude, honestly, Stark, he seems like the most normal guy, which means he's probably like the most messed up. I'm a little late, but Stark and Leonora are already swimming. I need to finish my warm-ups and join them right away. You do that, Wayne. Get that cardio in. Let's head up the cafeteria. See what Uni is up to. Oh, and we got an event with a Schmitty boy. What's going on with you? It's rare to see you here, Professor Schmidt. It shouldn't be that surprising. I eat most of my meals here. Canned and instant coffees are fine, but a properly brewed coffee is always nice for a change. I had a good time for a break, so I came here to relax. Were you researching that flying ion? The shadowy blue machine we saw. It was definitely purple, but... what else? That flying ion's flight capabilities are inconceivable. And its omnidirectional lasers. With today's technology, none of this seems possible. It must be. It must be what? Professor? Never mind. That shadowy blue machine. You can't deny its similarities. Oh, they're talking about Crow's divine, or they're talking about the Azure Siegfried's Divine Knight, and why are they calling it an ion? It might be the same type, or is simply made to be similar. That's... Don't look so serious. I did use the Azure Knight as reference when making the Panzer Soldat, but that is the extent of my involvement. As long as I have the Azure Knight near me, I'm not interested. Understood. I knew he was like this. Sorry, you two, I'm a little late. It's fine. Couldn't do anything in this rain anyway. Well, it should go away soon, so let's drink some tea for now. Okay, so they're just hanging out. Can this rain just hurry up and go already? Ali said it's supposed to clear up by 4 p.m., but it's not showing any signs of stopping. Is something wrong, Jessica? Now that I'm thinking about it, you haven't said much today. Oh, is that so? Anyway, you're complaining too much, Yuna. All we can do for now is believe the forecast and wait. Fine. Oh, there we go. Jeez, hasn't this Rean had enough already? I want to get at least a little practice in before our exhibition match. Can we go back? We can. I planted the seedlings that you gave me during the field exercises. I was able to harvest them, so let me share with you. Crisp onion times 30, holy crap, and a ripe peach. Oh, these look good. Thank you, this is really helpful. You're welcome. And then, well, we can see if there's anything new with her. Becky's such an interesting person. She said she wants an exclusive contract to provide our meal ingredients, and she wants the student store to handle all other goods. And she'll set the pricing. This is all stuff for the academy, isn't it? She doesn't have to be so aggressive. That's just the merchant mentality for you. Becky isn't out to rip people off, so let's just let her do her thing. Well, okay, if you say so. She does make it feel like I'm running my own business. It's kind of fun. Though I don't know if that's really appropriate. Alright, thick hamburger steak. Yes, we definitely want this. And then, you got anything good? We could probably use more celestial bombs. Even though I say that, I'm not going to buy one. We definitely could use more battle scopes. And now we want to see what's going on in that there hangar. See what's up. Can we? Okay, we can get down from here like normal. We want to skip over the school's personal train station and go right in to here. Probably see what Mint and the bad one are doing. What's up, dude? I gotta make sure we have sufficient range of motion. Oh, Instructor Rean, good evening. And Pablo's here too? Sorry to bother you. Looks like you're focusing really hard on your work. Is that some sort of machine part? Oh, right. I've been experimenting with this since I was at ZCF. Is this part of it does say ZCF on it. Is this part of the orbital gear? I'm still researching it, so I want to keep it secret. Once I'm done, I'll be sure to show it off to you. I see. In that case, I look forward to it. Thank you. What is... Oh, and Gustav. Alright, almost there. Well, Pablo, I'm impressed. I didn't do much. Thanks for the help, Gustav. Are you two making something? Oh, Instructor Rean! Pablo's making speakers for our club. Is it really that easy to just make speakers? Nay bother for me. The bass on this one was using, the bass on the one we were using before was pretty pish. They had some good ones at the store, but they were pretty expensive. So Pablo just decided to make some for us. You'd be surprised at how simple they are. Pretty sure you'd be able to make one with the right parts. Yeah, I think you're right. I wouldn't be able to make one as nice as yours, though. Well, either way, I'm impressed. Keep at it, you two. Alright, well, Pablo is pretty handy, huh? Now that's what I call a paint job! Okay, with that out of the way, I've got a few adjustments to make to those orbital systems. Hey there, man. Looks like you're having a good time. Perfect timing, Rean. What do you think? Isn't it cute? The Spiegel's a real can of worms compared to the Draken. So many cool features to master. The only thing I don't like about it is that I haven't come up with a good nickname. What about Spike? We've got Val and Draki and Heck. So maybe... Speepers? Pretty sure the professor's gonna shoot that one down. Still, we're expected to put this guy to work in our Panzer Soldat training in just 2 days. Good luck fixing him up, Mint. Roger that! I won't let you down! And I believe... Oh, Valimar! And there's someone on him! Celine! That's... I see. Not even you understand what happened back in Northumbria. She's interrogating him about Rean going super berserk. We Divine Knights are merely vessels for our awakeners. The moment Rean's power flooded out from him, I lost all control. I have no memory of what happened during that time. I see. I thought we might get some valuable information, but... There you are, Celine. It's you. Are your classes over? Almost was over, so now I'm just patrolling the school. Speaking of that incident during the Northern War... Yeah, I had already heard about it, but I thought Valimar might have some more insight. I've been here for half a month now. I'd like to finish up here. I see. You've done a lot for us. Thank you too, Valimar, for all the support. Well, that is my job. Were you able to control your power, it would assist you in piloting me as well. Good luck controlling it, for your own sake as well. So Valimar can go Super Saiyan 2? Yeah, thanks. Well, your relationship has gotten really strong in just a year. It kind of reminds me of Emma and me. Now that you mention it, I wonder if Emma and Celine started off kind of like maybe Ash and Pikachu? Though, I feel old for even making that reference. It is indeed reminiscent of a witch and her familiar. If that's the case, can you try to retrieve your memory? You only remember small things about Emperor Dreikel's too, right? Unfortunately, yes. I should have memories dating back to when I was created. Not being able to remember may be an issue. Or maybe that was simply the way I was made. Well, if you remember anything, let me know. Now that I asked what I needed to, I'm going outside to take a nap. Oh, wait, it's raining. Quite a bit, actually, but it looks like it'll stop around evening. There's a sitting area upstairs. Why don't you nap there? Yeah, I think I'll do just that. See ya. And there she goes. She can be dry at times, but she really does care for others. And she'll stay plenty dry cooped up in here. This training that Celine is helping with, I need to get results soon. Very interesting. Let's hit up Celine one more time. She'll probably just brush us off. What, you still want to talk about something? Not really. I was just thinking about how you're always saving me. Thank you for everything. Well, don't get used to it. I'm just fulfilling my mission. If you really want to thank me, just buy me some milk. The flashbacks. Celine, I have such a bad track record with that. Sure, I'll get you the best milk I can find tonight. Well, sorry, Rean, I'm going to make you into an oath breaker. Oh well. With that, yeah, it looks like that's basically everybody. Sad to say, if we could... Is there anything going on at Einhell? There's not. There's also nothing going on here. Let's go to the vegetable garden. I wouldn't be surprised if they made us run the Einhell Keep with just Ash and Muse, just so we can get used to them all over again. Oh, there's Freddy. I figured I was missing somebody. When the rain comes forth, so too do they. Yes, that's right. The wondrous snail. Would you like to look for them with me, instructor? If you bring them to me, I'll roast them up for you. Oh, I'll pass for today, actually. Yeah, more snails for you. It was earthworms around where I grew up at, but definitely wasn't trying to eat them. Just like to watch them wriggle on the ground while we waited for the school bus. The sun's going down. Maybe I should head out soon. Yeah, no reason to stay here. Hey, it's sunshiny. Just like the forecast said. Wow, what a beautiful sunset! Yeah, that's quite the view. Everybody's coming out to take a look-see. Awesome. Sun shining on a brand new day, especially after all that stuff that happened at Crossbell. Brilliant! The rain cleared right up. Let's carry the equipment out while we still can. Dang, everybody's getting changed super quickly. Come on, let's get some practice in before the sun goes down. You sure are motivated, Yuna. Is Jessica not gonna join them? Oh, bye, Instructor Rean. Excuse us. Good work today, you two. Nice to see them heading out. Are you planning to go home after stopping by Brissette? Yeah, the rain cleared up and I'm just too excited about tomorrow. What's tomorrow? From the sound of it, they won't be back at the dorm for a while. I guess it's fine if I head out now, but maybe I'll go have a look around town. It is now evening. The locations of branch campus personnel have been updated on your map. In addition, you have received new messages on your Arcus too. You may now freely explore the town of Leaves. The story will progress only once you return to the dorm. Alright, so taking a bath is now right out. And since everybody has moved, we'll be able to go ahead and do our thing. Let's start on 1F of the school again. See who's traipsing around. Only 2 people down here. Oh, Kyrie, here to ask for his old job back? I'm really glad that you're here now, Lind. Even with Instructor Toa's help, there's only so much I can do by myself. I'm happy I could help, but just looking at the room, I can tell you were doing a wonderful job without me, Kyrie. Isn't that right, Instructor Rean? Yeah, his knowledge and skills have been a big help at our field exercise camps. Really? Making split-second medical decisions can be pretty nerve-wracking, so I can understand why you'd be anxious. I'll try to help you out as much as I can. If there's anything you don't understand, don't hesitate to ask me. Understood. Thank you. Glad to have you with us, Lind. So that's them. All getting along and stuff. Nice to see it. And then, who's now hanging out up here for us? We got one over yonder. It is Tita. Hey Tita, you searching for something? I'm about to send the boost carrier's usage data to the RF company. Oh, so is it going to Elisa's 4th development division? Yeah, that's right. I could have done this in the research hall, but this computer works better for external communication. I see. The boost carrier seems like a pretty amazing piece of tech. But we can't use it on the Hector or Kestrel yet, right? Right. The boost output needs to be adjusted meticulously to accommodate each machine. With what a heavyweight the Hector is, we don't even have a clue where to start. I'll be checking in with Elisa a lot to get it right. I see. Good luck. Thank you. So that's what they're working on. Flying Hectors. Fairly soon, because if I could trust any duo to crack it, it's Elisa and Tita. Our blonde brainiacs. I cannot get at them from there. There we go. Ouch. My back's killing me. Figured it'd be heavy considering we wanted the best audio, sound, and quality, but oofed. Glad you were here to help, Gustav. This is a pretty spectacular sight. So you guys made these speakers all by yourselves, huh? That's pretty amazing, you two. So it's nice to see that it's got the Valerie stamp of approval. And next up is going to be taking ourselves to the top. We've got somebody new hanging out on the rooftops. Okay, Aurelia. Look at this. The town is beautiful after a rain. Without rain, we can't appreciate the joy of a sunny sky. And with the skies clear once more, it's all the easier to see hope on the horizon. When you put it that way, it makes a lot of sense. I suppose it makes sense for her to be in charge of art classes. She has a real poetic side to her. Okay. And then it looks like there are, wow, a couple of people who need our help. The first thing we're going to do is start whatever this side quest is. Take a nice look-see and see what's up with that after we speak with the guys playing pool. Damn it! One more time! Sure thing. I don't plan on losing, though. Oh, looks like they're playing billiards again. Again, this is my first time seeing them do this. Reminds me when Claire gave me some pointers when we played at the Phoenix Wings. Oh, Instructor Rean. You want to play too? Oh, no, not right now anyway. But you seem like you're pretty good, Stark. I guess so. I used to play a lot back home. This one guy I knew was a master at billiards. He really taught me a lot. 3 guesses as to who that guy is. Oh, is that so? If I remember correctly, Stark is from Jirai. It seems like Ash and Kurt are pretty good too. And for some reason, I get the feeling you are as well, Instructor. ADOs? Why do the good-looking ones have all the talent? Seriously, Ash is right. Wayne's talking like he's not good-looking too. I think you might be jumping to a few conclusions here. I think Ash said this earlier too, but Wayne and Sydney might be more popular with the girls if they dial it back a bit. And you, Kurt, Ash, Stark? ADOs, why do the good-looking ones have all the talent? Oh well. But they're actually the only ones up here, so there's nowhere else for me to go except for down. And then we can go down once more. Whoever needs our help is here. Not here, but in the other here. Listen, Kurt, you might beat me in chess. When it comes to sharpshooting, that's my turf. Yes, I'm well aware. Especially considering you just beat me. No, that's not what I'm getting at. I mean, sure I did better than you, but only barely. You beat me in so many other things. It's not fair. Let me have something. I'm not sure how to respond to that. Nice to know that they're still getting along. Whoa. I think the challenge prompt for Kurt has to be new. I don't remember ever facing him. Okay, Jessica wants a piece of this action too, it looks like. We are definitely ready to hand out a nice little lesson in respecting the masters. She's probably going to be like, I want to see how the Schleiden School of Spearmanship stacks up to the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School of Swordsmanship. I must be quicker. Strike truer. Uh-oh! Jessica? Wow, she's really concentrating. Instructor Rean, sorry to break your focus, but something about you seems kind of impatient. She's like, I want to get better faster. You see right through me, Instructor. Instructor Randy has been telling me the same thing. However, this is a problem I must deal with on my own. Oh? Should I just leave her to her training then? Of course not! This might be a good opportunity to test her mettle. Is there anything else? Well... Jessica, would you like to spar with me? It'd be nice if she had an S-Craft cut-in. but I doubt she does. If she does, that's definitely going to be the thumbnail of the episode, but she probably doesn't. Our styles are obviously different, but I think it might be a good learning experience nonetheless. Of course! I've always been curious about the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school. Great, then it's settled. Branch Campus Quest Tip of the Spear started. This better not be more obnoxious than fighting Aurelia was. Impressive. Your stance doesn't leave any openings, Falcom. Falcom, don't do this to me. I wanted to fight Jessica! Likewise, Jessica. You're not wasting any movement. Now come on, there's no need to hold back. Give me everything you've got. Understood. Okay, cool.
Now, bring it on!
I was about to be severely disappointed. Reduce Rean's HP to 30%? Hold on! I wanted to bully Jessica! No! Cold Nail and Piercing Blitz. She actually has her own stuff. Interesting. A 100% chance to impede, and that ups his delay.
Gotcha!
We can inflict freeze on Rean? Hold on.
Gotcha!
Get back, dude. Okay, well.
Gotcha!
Dude. Talk about cheese strats.
Gotcha!
Go ahead and back up for me, Reanie baby.
Good job.
Ooh, 339. However, will we compete?
Gotcha!
If only all our fights could be this easy, right?
Gotcha!
She only says the one thing, but you know what? That's fine.
Gotcha!
That was good.
Thanks, instructor.
I cannot believe that. Whew. And that is the extent of my skill. Huh. I thought I had a good sense of how strong you were, but you really need to learn more than one move, Jessica. Like, those are some serious cheese strats. That'll never be accepted at EVO. You just keep improving. And now that I've had the chance to see your techniques again, I'm impressed by how refined each individual form of Schleiden School spearmanship is. It's an honor to hear you say that, but frankly, it's a compliment I don't feel I deserve. Despite all my training, I'm still unable to progress beyond a beginner level. As I am now, my flailing does nothing but sully the Schleiden name. I remember saying the same thing about never progressing past beginner level, called myself a dropout, which made Laura kind of perturbed at him. Laura wouldn't have any of that. Thus, if you truly make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. I still remember those words vividly. Maybe this sparring session was meant to be. Jessica, I get how you feel. This school has no shortage of capable fighters, like Kurt and Leonora, just to name 2. Heck, Kurt's already intermediate level. Honestly, I'm not surprised to hear that you're worried about falling behind. It's almost refreshing how blunt you are, instructor. But I'm afraid you don't quite understand how I feel. I'm not sure about that. When I first enrolled at Thor's, I was only beginner level just like you. Back then, Laura, the successor to the Arcade school, was intermediate level, and I feel exactly the way you feel now. Really? I wonder if in Japanese this conversation was about Dan instead. But even if I were to compare myself to you as a first year, I'd come up lacking. Rean definitely had more than 2 crafts by this point in his school career. You don't have to compare yourself to me, or anyone else. Just let me say this. To sell yourself short just because you're a beginner is disrespectful to your martial art and to the people around you. And above all else, it's disrespectful to yourself. Instructor Rean. I say those words like they're my own, but I'm telling you what Laura told me. The point is, when I was a student, I found myself constantly questioning my skills, wondering if I was on the right path. As the instructor in charge of martial arts training, I can promise you that you are more than capable enough. There will be times when you hit a wall in your training, but you're always going to find a way to break through it. Thank you for your kind words. I think I'm starting to feel a little better. Glad to hear it. I didn't perform as well as I would have liked, but my mind feels clearer now.
For the honor of Sliden.
I will continue to train, bearing my family's name as a badge of pride. Yeah, that's the spirit. Alright. AP increased by 2. Dang. Imagine getting walloped and then being like, here's 4K for that butt whooping you just endured. Instructor Rean, thank you for earlier. I have tennis practice after this. Once I cool down a little bit, I'll need to get ready. Wow, you're really hardworking, Jessica. Yeah, Jessica is one of my favorites. Leonora too, if we ever get to fight her, but even without that, she's still awesome. Let's hit up the Garden. See what's going on here. There is nobody out in the garden, but there is someone over here. Probably still gonna be Freddy. Yep, it is still Freddy. Probably still looking for those snails too. Oh, Freddy. Oh, here they come, here they come. There's so many of them. There's no better time to hunt than right after the rain lets up. This is it. The prime time snail grail? He's been doing this even before the rain stopped. Well, nobody can call Freddy undedicated, that much is for certain. Now let's see who is... Oh, the tennis practicers. Yep, there they go. Still sans Jessica, but we've already set her straight. They're probably wondering where she's at, though. I wonder if something happened to Jessica. She said she wanted to go to the training hall by herself before practice today. Yeah, and she wouldn't even say why. Well, I suppose all we can do is wait until she wants to talk about it. Just like when you two stood by for me during our field exercises. You're right. We can give her an ear to listen once she's ready to talk. Okay. And then, heading inside. Who's in the hangar? It's Mint, Valimar, and probably Schmidt? I can't see who's up there. Tina had some business to take care of, so I'm here covering for her. By the way, have you seen Celine anywhere? I tried giving her some milk earlier, but she ran away. I warmed it up in a beaker for her and everything. I mean, I wouldn't want to drink that. Huh? Do you think she might still hold a grudge from when I tripped and almost fell on her? I'm not sure that's grudge-worthy, but I don't think she's going to want to be underfoot for a while. Nice to see that they've been having fun in here. Apparently, the rain has ceased. Not that it affects me at all in the hangar. Well, it wouldn't affect you regardless, right? If anything, it'll clean you off. As long as mana flows through my body, I will not tarnish. Which means I don't need to bathe like the rest of you. I don't know if I should be jealous or not. Alright, so Valimar doesn't have to take baths. Interesting tidbit. If anyone ever made trivia, that might be something that comes up. Okay, so it was Schmidt. Shouldn't be long now. I'll be expecting a souvenir or two at the very least. What are you talking about, Professor? That's none of your business. You'll see soon enough. I don't need to tell you. I see. What is he talking about? Okay. So someone is gonna bring him something from somewhere. We just don't know some what. Let's, Musei's in the courtyard. We can just talk to her. And then immediately about face. Oh! It's them! And they're hanging out with Celine. It's so strange. A kitty who can talk. But more importantly, she's beautiful. Her coat is so soft and shiny. Hey, I never said you could pet me. Your eyes are glazing over in contentment. So lovely. Celine, looks like you're caught in Musei's claws now. But man, you sure have softened up. Okay. She is. Celine wouldn't well, she pretended not to be able to speak, but that was more for keeping Emma's cover from being blown. Oh, who would have thought that Leonora would end up being Altina's best non-class 7 friend? You were pretty close today, Allie. Keep at it and you'll be able to do it for next time for sure. I hope so. How much was the drink? Valerie asked me the same question, and I'll tell you what I told her. It's on me. You worked really hard today? I'd say that earns you a drink. Oh, thank you very much. No prob. I feel like I owe a lot to Leonora. Well, I guess I'll have the chance to return the favor eventually. Having a sports drink after club is especially refreshing. Yeah, nice to see they're getting along. Nice. But I think that is about it for the people who are here. Yep, so let's hit up Leaves. Dorm 1F. Looks like there is an event waiting for us, so we're not going to start there. Let's see what Ash is doing in Barney's. Oh, actually, let's see if Barney's got something new for us to eat. Nope. He's just serving those same old busted out onion rings. Ah, damn, that's the good stuff. Ash, are you? Don't get your panties in a twist. This ain't booze. According to the bottle, it's a malt-flavored soft drink, as in non-alcoholic. You shouldn't try and scare me like that. Hey, don't blame this on me. You jump to conclusions on your own. I ain't here to cause trouble. I just do what I want. All I ask is that you do what you want in moderation. Ash the bad boy. And there's nobody of interest up here, so let's head outside, see if there's anybody congregating that we want to chat up. Anything interesting going on out here? The answer, not particularly. We got Celestin. Looks like he might have himself an admirer. About that grilling technique you taught me, I can't quite control the burn. The issue may be the amount of water. Try adding a bit more and weakening the flame a little. Oh, I'll give that a try next time. I hope I'll be able to grill as perfectly as you someday, Mr. Celestin. Celestin sure is popular around town. Alright. And then we can also have a nice little go against him, too. But we want to see what she is up to in the boutique. Le Pon Boutique. And then we also want to talk to What's-Her-Face, Jingo, about her mother. They're starting to sell their summer lineup now. Oh, this is so cute. Doing some shopping, Toa? Oh, hello, Rean. I am. I managed to finish my work a lot faster than usual today. And whenever I have free time, I tend to stock up on whatever I need. I know how that feels. When you're busy, that's the only way to do things. Getting yourself some new outfits? Well, I only meant to buy some innerwear, but some of these clothes really caught my eye. Still, I don't really get to wear casual clothes very often, so maybe I should hold off. I guess I could dress a little more casually on our free days, though. I can get why you wouldn't. Gotta look teacherly in front of the kids, right? Okay, so she's deciding on if she wants to buy something new, something showy, something low-key. And it looks like that's basically it, except for Jingo's leaves 9 volley store. A literal 12... Oh, Randy! A literal 12-year-old running shop. Here's the orbital energy unit for your halberd. But, hey, Red, didn't you used to have some big-ass rifle? Where'd that go? What was it called again? The beer soaker or something? Where the hell do you get that name from? It's the Berserker. Yeah, that's it. They told me I couldn't bring it here with me. So his S-Craft is going to be completely different then. Or he's probably going to use Death Scorpion still. So I had a friend of mine hold on to it for now. That friend of his, might it be Ashley? And as for you, Rean, what are you doing skulking around back there? If you want to buy something, then grow some balls and speak up. Sorry, I didn't know when would be a good time to jump in. But from the sound of it, you had a really amazing weapon, Randy. Yeah, I got it back when I was a Jaeger. But maintaining something that huge was a real pain in the ass. So I only used it when I was in a pinch. I can imagine. I wonder if Randy's gun was anything like... Hey, if you're just here to chit-chat, then clear the hell out. But if you're buying, then let's do some damn business already. Come on, buy something. Got it. Shining palm droplet.
Wanna buy something?
Sure, let's get the Immoral Hero. Some black records that I apparently missed out on.
Come on, buy some more. Wanna buy something?
Can we make any of these? We can make a green... We can make some emblems. Let's do a blue emblem. And we can make a deep ochre. Sure, why not? It takes 20 U material, though. Okay, we're not going to keep doing that. That is exceedingly expensive. Whoa, the good stuff is finally showing up. And Seiryu, spelled with 2 U's for whatever reason. A 30% chance for crafts to mute or freeze enemies. And it also ups strength by 40. It's literally the only thing here we can make, and I'm intensely curious.
Come on, buy some more.
Nah, we get to go from here. Nice to see that they've still got the goods. Probably gonna hit up our Arcus next. Yeah, I think that's about it for persons of interest. And we're not trying to do anything with the branch campus storms just yet. What is there we go. All right. We got new messages on the Arcus. Will they not auto-update? What the heck were those new Arcus 2 messages about? Whatever. Let's just hit up the dorm. Well, let me drop a save. And then we'll hit up the dorm. See what's in store for us here. See what they gotta say to us. See if it's anything good. Looks like the sun is about to set. Should I head back to the dorm now? Returning to the dorms will cause the story to advance.
Hello, Rean.
Hey, it's Toa.
I see you're on your way back too.
And Celine.
Hey there, Toa, Celine. You two together is quite the rare sight.
I suppose it is now that you mention it.
I guess so. It took quite some effort on her part to convince everyone to let a talking cat stay here.
Oh, Toa's the one who put in the legwork on that? Not that I can imagine Aurelia putting up much of a fight. Major Michael's a different story, though.
I see. Thank you for taking the time to do all that.
It didn't take any time. Just had to do a few quick chats with people at the campus and in town. Just make sure you don't let any visitors catch you talking, okay, Celine?
Yeah, I know that. I've been hiding myself with Emma for years now. I wouldn't make such an amateurish.
And of course, somebody is about to discover her.
Holy crap, a talking cat!
Meow!
Wait, is that Elise and maybe Toval?
Wait a second.
Oh, it's George! Well.
I know you weren't expecting me, Rean. Good day to you, Toa. Celine.
Elise? And is that?
Sorry about that. Looks like I got you good.
Good old George. George Gnome.
George!
He looks so much less anime than everybody else.
Long time no see, Toa. And how's it hanging, Rean? Celine?
I think it's his actual nose, whereas everybody else just has the anime noses.
I happened to run into your sister on the train from Heimdall.
Huh. Guess this is who Schmidt has been The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 opaquely referring to this whole time. Some souvenirs from the one that got away, because George did not want to go work for that man. Be able to see what's going on now. George being here should be interesting. He'll be able to get acquainted with Tita. Elise? Is she staying over? Saint Estrella must be on some sort of break then. Or actually, I don't even know how much of a train ride it is. She might just be visiting for the evening. They look like they're getting along pretty nicely. I wonder what George ended up doing. Oh, Mint. And then we're probably hanging out with Elise. Are we at Barney's? We're at Barney's catching up. That's awesome. Is it just going to be the two of us, or is it going to be multiple people? Okay, cool, and Toa too. I see. So you came to bring me letters from Father and Master. Yes, they arrived around noon, so I figured I should give them to you right away. I figured I could go back today, so I just decided to come. I had planned to just come and go, but... No, I won't allow this. The last return train leaves at 10. A girl like you cannot go alone. We have guest rooms in the dorm, so please stay here tonight. I guess we know who we'll be meeting in the baths tonight. But... Yeah, I insist too. Tomorrow is Sunday. I hope you don't have any plans. Well, that won't be a problem. So she will be staying over. Fine. I'll take you up on that offer. After all, I do want to meet everyone at the branch campus. Thank you. Yeah, I'll get permission from the principal. Sorry, thank you. I was surprised to see you, but I didn't think the fat mechanic would be coming too. Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a year. He's gonna come over here after he sees the professor, right? Yeah, he said we can order whatever we'd like. George has a hefty appetite, so we can probably order everything on the menu. You may be right. That may be too much. But I was really surprised to see him on the train. He told me he spent this past year traveling all over the continent. He's not dressed like it. Yeah, he was making his rounds to all the famous workshops across the continent. Zeiss Central Factory in Liberl, the Epstein Foundation in Lehman. He said he used his connections to also go to the Verne Company in the Republic, which seems quite tolerant of them. Why is everybody in this place staring at us? But regardless of them, it just seems weird how nobody is worried about corporate espionage in this world. You're allowing a literal graduate of Thor's Republic, someone who took part in a civil war, to come and take a look at all your latest and greatest technology, stuff that he'd be able to easily replicate? It's strange to me, but okay. There's a lot of stuff that's strange to me. The Republic? He managed to just waltz over to the Empire's biggest rival? The two countries are practically at war with each other half the time. Leave it to Celine to be the voice of reason. You're right, though there's still a truce in effect for now. George was always an advocate for peace through technological exchange, so he probably gave just as good as he got then. Both he and Angelica are really setting good examples. Isn't Angelica traveling the continent on an orbital bike? Yeah, I think she might be coming back soon. There's the man of the hour. Hey guys, sorry for making you wait. George! Please, have a seat. Let's make a toast. That's right, you're old enough to drink now. I can drink too! I'll just have a ginger ale. Yeah, I think Elise, she must be 17 or 18 right now. And I'll have milk. Just letting cats sit on the table now? Okay. Why not? Ooh, that looks pretty good. I heard rumors, but seeing what happened in Crossbell, the society is on the move again, and the group called the Gnomes. Yeah. Right. Rean? Miss Toa? Yeah, that surprised me too. In my head, I know it's impossible. We went to his funeral after the war. We were there when they buried him. Oh. Yeah, he was resting so peacefully. He looked unusually content. You know, for Crow. That's the first time somebody's actually said his name. I think. Toa. For some reason, it seems like it was just yesterday. But you're right. We know for certain that Masked Man is absolutely not Crow. Yeah. In fact, that shadowy machine may not have even been a Divine Knight. It could have just been something that looks like one. Speaking of which, was the Azure Knight ever retrieved? I heard that they sealed it up so that the Noble Alliance wouldn't get their hands on it. Yeah, it's being stored in the depths of Gorelia Fortress. Now that Crow is no longer alive, it shouldn't be able to teleport. Up? So it must have been something else. Yeah. A small part of me was hoping it really was the Knight. Yeah. Anyway, the gnomes are piquing my interest. They were the counterpart to the witches, but they vanished into the dark recesses of history. They built all the spirit shrines and were the ones responsible for everything you guys found in the old schoolhouse's basement. I heard the last time they clashed with the witches was about 800 years ago, so 400 years after the Great Collapse. That's probably going to be an interesting story we'll never get to play. That was the last exchange between the two groups. Supposedly, no one has seen the gnomes since then. And they just happened to choose today to return. Today. They're going up against a society and have hired Zephyr. So it seems. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on. I'm sure the Elder or Vita would know more about this. Didn't you already ask the Elder, but she wouldn't tell you anything? Well, she can be really stubborn sometimes. Jeez, despite looking like that, she can be a stubborn hag. So she probably looks about a year older than Vita then. Looking like that. Or she might even look like a kid. Oh, don't worry about it. She'd be less marketable if she were actually a hag. Hey, Rean. Do you have any thoughts about the gnomes? Not really. I don't even know what to make of them. What makes you think I know anything about them? Well, I did back you in Class 7 up in battle once. I'd like to think that I know about the information you gathered during the Civil War. And under that assumption, I came up with a theory. The group known as Gnomes Could they be calling themselves something else now? Ah! Well, that draws a line between the two sentiments. The gnomes have rebranded as the Black Workshops. I'm calling it right now. Oh. That's... I've only heard bits and pieces, but... Is Rean about to conclude the same thing? I was actually thinking that too. I wasn't. Over the last 2 months, my suspicions have grown. The name the gnomes are using now is... the Black Workshop. The Black Workshop. They're the mysterious workshop that created Milliam and Altina's combat shells. I've also heard rumors about them selling extremely high-tech weapons to first-class Jaeger Corps. So... Probably. The super long-range rifle that Crow used may have been one of them. It's the same with Altina's combat shell that abducted me and the princess. Yeah, although they erased all of Milliam and Altina's memories of the workshop, no one has seen their true face. Except for Chancellor Osborne and Ouroboros. Oh. And Jorg, maybe. And everything has come full circle. According to Vita, the Black Workshop was part of the Society's 13 factories. This is what I learned during my recent travels. The 13 factories are like a network that gathers technicians from all over the continent. But during the Civil War, the Black Workshop sided with the Chancellor and helped him steal the plan from the Society. So that's how he did it! Yeah, that makes sense. So the key to all this is Chancellor Osborne, which should not be surprising. He's not someone we can just talk to. That man. He might be someone Rean can just talk to. Rean? Rean? Huh? What is it? It's nothing. I don't want to make them worry. Do they not know? Thank you. I think I have a better idea of how all this information fits together. You're welcome. I'm interested in the Black Workshop too. I think the professor might know something. That makes sense. He might admire their tech? Or does he think Professor Schmidt might have connections with the Black Workshop? He is regarded as the most prestigious engineer on the continent. Wow, Professor Russell can eat dirt, I guess. I was planning on staying at his lab tonight and helping out. I'm leaving for Ruhr tomorrow, but I'll make sure to bring it up with him. I'll let you know if I learn anything new, Rean. Thank you. I feel like he'll be more open with you. Yeah. That old man has issues. Interesting. AP increased by 1. Completely for free. That... Okay, so now that's a pretty big revelation. Well then, I'll see you guys around. I'll make sure to drop in and say bye before I leave tomorrow. Thanks. You should give me a call sometime too. Good evening. How about we get together and have lunch tomorrow? Sounds good to me. See you tomorrow. That said, I'll probably end up pulling an all-nighter tonight. Alright, goodbye. Oh, there you are! Who is this? Oh, it's everybody! Yuna, Altina, Muse. And look, even Tina's here! Oh, right, I haven't said hello to anyone besides Muse yet. Good to see you, Yuna. It's been a while. You as well, Altina. Tita? Yeah, good to see you too! It has only been 19 days since we last met. I was so surprised when I heard from George. Well, I excused myself earlier so as not to intrude. But when I told Yuna and Altina you were here, they insisted upon coming by to say hello. Well, yeah, we promised we'd all get together. And you, instructor, why didn't you invite me? Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I probably should have. No, it's my fault. I should have let you all know I'd be stopping by. No, you've got nothing to apologize for, Elise. But hey, aren't you headed to Heimdall? The last train's going to leave soon, isn't it? Well, about that, Elise will be spending tonight at the dorms. What? For real? Yay! I suspected that might be the case. Will you perhaps be spending the night locked away with Instructor Rean in his room? Absolutely not! She'll be staying in the guest room tonight. I checked with the principal earlier, and in her words, Elise can stay for as many nights as she pleases. She would say that. Oh, in that case, Elise, instead of some boring old guest room, why don't you stay with us? You're fine with it, right, Allie? No objections. Commence pajama party. No. She should stay with Tita and me. After all, I was her underclassman at St. Estrella. So there's no way, she has to be in her last year of school then. Oh, yes! I'd be more than happy to have her stay with us. And this is getting way too noisy. If this keeps going, they'll tear her in too. Well, since you've got the opportunity, why not take them up on their offer, Elise? I agree, but as a teacher, I recommend you don't stay up too late. In that case... She's gonna do it? I would love to join you all for the night! Awesome! Have Elise get to hang out? The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. Who knows, she might even join us in the Einhell Keep. That would be awesome. Be able to see how much she's improved in her fighting since we teamed up with her and Toval. Oh. Is this the guest bedroom or is this Rean's room? It's so bare, I should be able to tell the difference. This is Rean's room.
Looks like you've kept this place clean.
I can tell by the wall scroll.
Though the building itself may be old, everything inside is well organized.
I'm sure you can thank Celestin for that. You don't have to go through the trouble of cleaning my room, though. I can take care of it myself. She's your little sister.
Yes, I can tell. However, the hard-to-reach spots could use some attention.
Well, I've been pretty busy, you know.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I'll give your room a thorough cleaning tomorrow. There should be no problems, provided I get back by evening.
Wow. No, I couldn't possibly ask that of you. Since you came to visit, I should show you around.
Knowing you, you'll be working even on your off days, am I right?
You better believe it. Gotta get that AP some kind of way.
I don't intend to get in the way of you helping out your school or your students.
Quite the contrary. Chances are looking pretty good. You'll be helping out with getting some bonus AP in the Einhell Keep, but we'll see. Fingers crossed for that.
I came to visit and volunteered to help out of my own free will, so please go about your business as usual.
Elise. Fine, you win. But we're eating breakfast and lunch together at least. I won't let you get out of that.
I accept your conditions.
Alright.
Oh, and Rean, here are the letters from Father and Master Yoon.
I managed to completely forget about her original reason for coming here. Thanks for bringing those to me. I wonder what Yoon Kafai is up to. I guess Master came back to visit while I was away in Crossbell, huh? I would have liked to see him, but I guess that's how it was meant to be. But why didn't Dad just send these directly to me?
Those letters weren't sent to me through the post office, but a shipping company.
Oh, they went ahead and used Kapua delivery service, probably?
Perhaps he did it for your sake.
I see. Did he do that in case the letters were inspected? Does that mean there's sensitive information in them? Well, got comments?
Rean? Did something happen between you and Father?
Wait, I thought things ended on pretty good terms, except for the fact that Rean found out. No, why do you ask?
When you came home at the end of last year, there seemed to be something off between the two of you.
Okay, so he didn't tell Elise or George. I could have sworn that... I thought George was at least present.
I can't imagine what it might be, but did something happen at the end of the Civil War? And could that something have led to a rift between you and Father?
How perceptive. She didn't get to follow in Toa's footsteps and become St. Estria's student council president for nothing.
I'm glad to finally see you again, my son. You've grown into a fine young man. Indeed, the Empire will soon know of the Ashen Chevalier, the hero whose brave deeds allowed us to reclaim the capital.
That happened. There's no need to worry. We're not fighting or anything. I'm still Dad's beloved son. And him, Mom, and you are all my family. Nothing will ever change that.
Right.
Okay. All done getting ready for your sleepover?
Huh?
Oh.
Excuse us?
Rean could sense some eavesdroppers.
Everyone.
We just finished getting the bed all set up.
About 15 minutes ago, right when we saw that the conversation was getting juicy.
I went and brought back some extra pajamas, too.
Oh, because I've sensed your presence there for some time now.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot Rean could do that, huh?
Told you he sensed us.
Oh, don't act like you weren't just as curious as the rest of us, Altina. The Schwarzer siblings alone together. A forbidden delight sweeter than the finest confection.
Ah! The spirit of Dorothy lives on.
Music!
That's it! It's been so long since you've scolded me like that, Elise. You're all making way too much racket. Don't go around shouting in the halls. I'm trying to take a cat nap here and... Ow! What do you think you're doing?
Talking cat, dude. Who wouldn't pick up a talking cat?
You should join us, Celine. There are so many things I need to ask you.
Good thinking. I'm sure Celine has plenty of juicy details about our instructor's school days.
Now, hold on there.
Juicy details?
Hold on.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun tonight.
Well, on that note, good night, Rean.
Nice to see that Celine got drafted into the girls' night out. Yeah, good night. Try not to stay up too late. Alright then. Oh, we get to see this? Okay, no, they're just hanging out. Okay. Just chatting about stuff. Getting to know each other. Do we have more people? Oh, wow. Holy crap. Every girl in the school is here. Dude. Everybody is here. I cannot believe what an angel Instructor Rean's sister is. Her uniform is simply perfect and she's just so pure. She's the student council president at St. Estria Girls' School, right? Kurt, go talk to her. Put that obnoxiously handsome face of yours to work and ask if we can join too. Come on. I refuse. You guys know tomorrow's our free day, right? So that's Schwarzer's sister, huh? But I guess they aren't blood related. It's not like we're blood related or anything like that. The ultimate attack of basically quite a lot of anime these days. But if that's the case, then... Oh, he's like, then I don't have to target her too. Oh, and now the real meat and potatoes, dear Rean. It has been some time. Last I laid eyes on you was before you left for the academy. So 2 years ago? This is Master Yun! TEO showed me a recent picture of you and I could tell at a glance you've grown into a fine young man. I think that's the name of his dad? I've no doubt you're a hit among the ladies, but knowing you, that popularity is going completely to waste. Truth be told, I must journey to the eastern half of the continent. So he's going to Eastern Calvard? Its plight grows worse by the day. The dragon veins are nearly depleted and the barren land spreads. It is a world wholly different from the west. I shan't return to Western Zemuria for at least half a year. I would have liked to see you before I left, but I suppose this is Adios' will. I hear you earned yourself the title of Ashen Chevalier for your deeds in the Empire's civil war. I'm sure there are many things which cause you hesitation and disquiet in your heart. The power within you that led you to seek my training, the mystery of your birth, your past, but you needn't worry over such things. The knowledge I passed down to you was that of the seventh form, the blade that brings a flash of light to drive back the darkness. Mastering this form is more difficult than any other. I do not know if you are even capable of such a feat. Yet, 10 years ago, it was you I chose to be my final disciple. Not Cassius, not Arios. I chose you and you alone to be the final blade to complete the 8 leaves. So, does that mean there are... Someone mentioned to me that Cassius learned a lot about the... What was it? The spiral form? No, it was the whirlwind form. It was Rawson. I can't remember what they translated it as because I remember being disappointed with it. But Cassius was chosen for... Does that mean that there are 8 major practitioners of the 8 leaves blade? And Rean is the major practitioner of the 7th form? And Cassius would be the major practitioner of the 3rd? That's pretty interesting. In this time of turbulence, become that flashing blade which illuminates the darkness, even if for the briefest moment. And judging from the previous 2 games, Arios will be the major practitioner of the 2nd form. I believe you and those comrades whose souls are intertwined with yours are capable of this. Goodbye for now. Once I have returned from the east and we have reunited, I shall impart to you my final teachings. Oh, looks like Rean's got a final power boost of swordsmanship waiting for him. Probably a brand new S-Craft. But I still maintain, after having played the crossbow games, they saw how popular Arios was and was like, you know what? Let's give the people a playable Arios. Yun Ka-Fai. How does he always do that? He writes as though he knows everything I've done and sees right through me. Eastern Zemuria. In recent years, it's grown barren and there's less and less fertile land to go around. I'm sure Master doesn't need me to worry about him. No, it's not my place to worry about him. The 7th form is void, emptiness, darkness. Yet it's also a blade that brings a flash of light to illuminate that darkness. He's always told me that, but I think I'm finally starting to understand. Is that supposed to be a reference to the name of the 2nd opening theme? I think it's a bit too much to call me the final blade to complete the 8 leaves. But at the very least, I want to be strong enough to protect my friends and students. And in order to do that, I need to overcome this wall. I'll take it. I'll accept that. You'll be able to get over that particular wall, or barrier, one might say. I've also got this letter from Dad. A letter he needed at least to hand-deliver to me. Dear Rean, it's been a while since we last talked, huh? About 6 months or so, I guess? Judging from your last letter, you seem to be well. I'm sure Elise mentioned it, but Master Ka-Fai visited Ymir in late May. He left a letter for you, so I sent it to Elise via a reliable source so she could deliver it to you in person. I'd also like to tell you that which I promised I would. I imagine by now, you know about your birth father. Elise had her suspicions, but your mother and I immediately knew something was amiss when you last visited. First off, I need to apologize for not telling you sooner. I've known Gileath Osborne for about 40 years. I was about to say that's spicy. A little bit of a reveal, but then I remembered he is a baron, so it'd be weird if the nobility was not familiar to the government to whom they're sworn. His family were commoners from the north, but his father and mine were acquainted. Really now? Could Osborne be from Northumbria? When he lost his family to an avalanche, we took him in. He was 13 years old at the time. Really? So Gilead is like his dad's brother? Huh. Rean's especially with Elise's like designs on Rean's courtship, the Schwarzer family tree is turning into a bush. I was only 5 then, so I looked up to him as an older brother. Once he was 17, he left Ymir and enrolled at Thor's. After his graduation, he joined the army and was promoted at a remarkable rate. Because of this, the nobles took notice and tried to quash his rise through the ranks. So he's going through something similar to the same thing Machias' dad went through. Even after my father passed on and I took over Ymir, Gilead continued to keep in contact. Until that day 14 years ago. It had been 3 years since I'd heard his voice.
I want you to take in a child. You must cut all ties with me and never speak a word of this to that child.
I guess that would make sense that Gilead would trust his son to his younger brother, TEO.
I'm sorry, TEO. You're the only one I can turn to.
I accepted his request and immediately took a horse out to the place he told me. The rest you should know. The moment I saw the child, I knew it was his. I knew Gilead was married and had a child. I'd even seen pictures. Married. Alright. This is the first time we've heard mention of a Mrs. Osborne. She had to have gotten got, dude. Oh my gosh. She had to have met a very bad end. Capital B, capital E. But seeing the child up close, he resembled his mother more than anything. Even so, I chose to forget all that and take the child in as a member of the Schwarzer family. So, Rean looks most like his mom. Fortunately, Lucia agreed and Elise warmed up to him in no time. From then on, it all felt like a wondrous dream. That child grew up into a man any parent would be proud of. Of course, Elise was proud of her dear older brother as well. I knew he worried about the mysterious power deep within him, but he studied under Master Kafai in order to get it under control. We, his parents, and his sister will always be proud of him. He is an irreplaceable member of our family. Much has changed since then, yet I know he is still the same young man we all love. My older brother Gilead was kind and dependable. I know he would not have left his child were there any other choice. That said, I refuse to give you back to him. Even if it comes down to a bare-knuckle brawl between us, even if I have no chance of winning, I will never let you go. Aw, TEO, that is so nice! We haven't really interacted with him so much, but oh my gosh, I like this guy a whole lot! Above all, I wanted to make sure you knew this. That's why I wrote to you today. Sorry it took me such a long letter to say it. Say hi to Elise for me. Sincerely, Dad. I am so blessed to have such wonderful family and friends. And on top of that, now I have great coworkers and students. But I need to make sure I'm not over-reliant on them. He must know something about my powers. And what really happened that day 14 years ago. So if anyone is mixed, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Mrs. Osborne. What happened to my birth mother? P.S. He did contact me just once after the incident, though it was simply a request from the Imperial Chancellor to a local baron. 12 years ago, he asked for me to introduce him to a young noble from the Albarea family to whom I was teaching falconry at the time. Wow! So that's how TEO fits into Rufus's story. He was there. In retrospect, I feel my introduction to him was a prelude to recent events, such as the Civil War and the occupation of Crossbell. It's possible this isn't relevant, but I thought I'd let you know anyway. Ouroboros, the Black Workshop, the Enforcers, the Jaegers, the Gnomes, and that masked man? And the Ironbloods he founded. I'm seeing more of the big picture little by little, but the truth is still shrouded in darkness. And Rean's swordsmanship style is well suited for illuminating the darkness. You need to light the way, Rean Schwarzer. Be the shining blade that cuts through that darkness. All right. Intend on doing just that. The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 3. And so I'm sure we're going to wake up and, yep, get something to do. Be able to hang out with everybody, see what's happening. That looks like some nobody. Looks like things are pretty peaceful on this June morning in Leaves. Hopefully we can make sure that things stay that way. First things first, we're going to be taking ourselves a nice little... Oh! What's up with this?
Here are today's requests.
Thank you. I have a new trial for you. It's been designed based on data from the previous two. All members of Class 7 and that talking cat will participate. Report to the Keep's control room as soon as you're ready. That's not surprising. Hello, Rean. I have a favor to ask. If you have the time, would you be able to come by my Sunday school class and teach for a little while? Nice! Just like Lloyd did. And then just like Rean did in the first game. I'm sure the children would love to meet you. Come see me at the chapel for more details. I realize what I want to do with my life. Starting today, I'm giving everything I've got to getting my dream job. But before that, could I ask you about something? I'll be waiting by the bridge in town. Oh, Frankie, so that wasn't some nobody. Oh, looks like we've got quite a few this time. My word, you're still running around playing errand boy on top of all your teaching duties? You never change, do you, Rean? Is there anything I can do to help? You can accompany us to Einhell Keep, that's what you can do. I'll let you know if I come across anything I could use help with. That said, you've been just as busy as I have. Make sure you get some rest for yourself. You're certainly one to talk, but very well. I shall rest up. I suppose I may as well if I'm to be staying here another day anyway. Because of this morning. Miss Elise, spend one more night here. It would wound my pride as an Erebonian noble if I were to let you leave without treating you to a feast. Something's gonna happen. She sure knows how to get her way. Whose bright idea was it to make someone like her the principal? Well, it would be rude of me to decline such a generous offer. She contacted my school for me, so I'll be fine as long as I leave early tomorrow. Just go about your work like you usually do, Rean. Got it. Thanks. Well, I'll be off now. Do be careful. Mr. Celestin, can you tell me where the tool storage room is? But of course, I'll guide you there, if you'll excuse us. She's gonna go get her weapon for when she joins us in the Einhell Keep, right? Right. And now it's just us and Celine. I've got some errands of my own to take care of. There are some finishing touches that need to be done for the training, so let me know when you're headed to the Keep. Sure thing. Thanks, Celine. Yeah, see you later. Alright. Nothing to do but to do it. Alright, time to get going. I'll head to Professor Schmidt's place once I'm done with the other requests. Alright. And as I'm sure you guys can already tell, we're going to be hopping on to that next time. So definitely join me then for more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 3. Bye for now, guys.